Print out the tab, get that all set up. Let's go ahead and tune up your dobro. We want to make sure it's as close to in tune as you can get. So I'm going to start here with my first string. There's a D. Shows it's in tune. Okay, I'm going to skip my B string for right now. We'll come back to it. I'm going to go to my third string, my G string. Okay, that note's in tune. My fourth string, my D. Okay, that looks like it's in tune. And my sixth string, my G. Okay, well, let's go back to this B string. Now, a lot of players, including myself, tune the B strings a little bit flat. Okay, so they blend with all your other strings when you strum a chord. Okay, so I'm going to tune mine just a little bit flat there. So you can really, when you hit your fourth string and then you also hit your second string at the same time, you can really tell when that note comes into tune. I'll show you what I mean. There, it's way too flat. Now as I tune it, okay, so I went ahead and tuned the second string. Now I'm going to tune my fifth string, this B, this low B, off of that string. And I've got my tuner here too, also. And as you can tell, I'll see if I can put that in the camera so you can see. Well, I got to turn it on microphone first. It's not hearing anything. Okay. See if I can hold that still. See, that's about how flat that second string is, that B string. Same way with my fifth string. There's a little notch right there on that tuner, and I kind of put it right about where that notch is. I could actually probably sharpen it a little bit more, but so I might go ahead and I'm going to put this back down. I might go ahead and tighten it up just a little bit more. So that seems to blend pretty well right there, according to my ears, at least. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started now that we're all tuned up. And I'm going to show you some tricks, or not really tricks, but tips that I found in at least visualizing these notes. As you look down at your bar right here, what you'll see, like as I slide there to my 5th fret, 4th string, trying to play that G note right there on my 4th string. As I look down right here on my bar, I see about 1 millimeter of space in between my bar and the fret. That's about what you're going to see as you are playing your dobro down in this area. Now as you move your bar up, like say to your 12th fret, the angle that you're looking at, it changes. So it actually looks like the bar is a little bit over top of the fret. So keep that in mind. Always, as you're doing all these exercises, I'm going to take you through these exercises real slow. Keep in mind exactly what your bar looks like in relation to the fret. Now that we totally have our dobro in tune, keep in mind what this looks like. And when you're playing, you want to get not only a muscle memory of playing that note in tune, you also want to get a visual memory of what that looks like. Okay, that being said, since we've dropped that B string down a little bit, what you're going to notice is you're actually going to have to look what would normally be maybe 1 millimeter or so behind the fret down here. On that B string, you'll actually have to bring your bar up just a little bit to compensate for that B string being a little bit flat. Like when I look down right there, it looks like my bar is right on top of the fret. On that's that third fret, second string. But when I would play, like say maybe an A here, and I'm really playing it slow to get that in tune. It looks like that's a little bit behind the fret. Same way with this G note on my 4th string, 5th fret. It's a little bit behind the fret. So you have to compensate for these B strings, but keep that in mind. Remember, we're going to build with all these exercises a muscle memory with our left hand and also a visual memory of basically in millimeters what your bar is going to look like, whether it's a little bit behind the fret, right on top of the fret, or maybe a little bit in front of the fret. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with these exercises. Into something real interesting too. Remember over that G chord how we had to flat our B string just a little bit to get that to where it was in tune? Okay, the same thing's going to happen in measure number 6 as we go to F sharp. Okay, because F sharp is the major third with a D. So you have a D in the bass, I'm sliding up to an F sharp. So in my chord, D, F sharp is the major third over that D. Sorry if this stuff's confusing, but just talking a little music theory here. So just like how B was over the G, that's what F sharp's going to be over that D. So as I slide into that, sliding 2 up to 4 on my 1st string, it's going to really fall in place a little bit flat. If I check that on my tuner, that's a little bit flat there on that. So as you look down on this, it's going to look like, you can probably see what I see. It looks like it's a little bit behind that fret there. See how that's exactly what I see. See, if I put it to where it's right normally in tune there, that's sharp. See, like if I test it with my tuner, okay, there's F sharp totally in tune. Now if I play it with the D, that does not sound good at all. So you got to flat that. Just a little bit on there. So you just really got to use your ears now, for a lot of these. And my little suggestion there is to go past it to where you know it's sharp. So you know that sounds bad, so keep going down. Until you find it just lock right in there. It's kind of hard to get. Push down on the string, just it's kind of a touchy thing right there. So the exercise then is just to slide to pick 2 on my 2nd fret, 1st string, and then open 4th string, and then just slide into that F sharp. So the more you do this, the more you'll start to hear when that's in tune. As I'm doing it, I'm kind of practicing it too, but so it's real touchy in there, trying to find right where that's perfectly in tune. And as you search for this, it'll really help your ears. Really help your ears to develop and to formulate your own sense of what's in tune. You can always test it with a tuner, do it like we did. Just put it a little bit, that's just a little bit flat there on that F sharp. So if I remember right where that is and what that sounds like. Okay, let's move on to the next measure.